live in the age of global communication and information, but scientific and medical information is often couched in a language few of us understand. Increasing our scientific fluency through television is a reason why Dr. Elliott Haimoff became a documentary filmmaker and a science correspondent. Dr. Haimoff is a world-renowned tropical biologist and primate physiologist who received his PhD from Cambridge University in England and went on to become a research biologist at UCLA. After 5 years of pioneering research in mainland China studying animals and tropical rainforests and publishing over 40 science journal articles, Dr. Haimoff's work on animal behavior and physiology became a subject of a PBS science TV program.
It knows it's purring and it can turn that switch on and off, which is highly significant because other scientists have thought that it was just an uncontrollable and non-adaptive behavior that just happens without any rhyme or reason.
In 1988, Dr. Haimoff joined the science unit of KCET, the Los Angeles PBS station, where he produced over a dozen science and medical programs examining everything from why cats purr to the science of sports medicine, from DNA fingerprinting to the destruction of the tropical rainforests and the animals living in them, and from the physiology of obesity, exercise, metabolism, and weight loss to what humankind might look like in the next million years. In 1990, Dr. Haimoff formed his own production company, Global Science Productions. Since then, Dr. Haimoff and his staff have produced over 200 documentaries and news segments for TV broadcasts that span the spectrum of science, from the very beginnings of the universe at the Big Bang to profiles of the Russian and U.S. space race, where Dr. Haimoff discovered an old cosmonaut scandal that was the subject of a UPN news segment.
Peter Khrushchev used the space program as his propaganda hammer, only telling the successes, never telling any of the failures, never telling any of the hardships.
Some of the most recent documentary programs produced by Dr. Haimoff have examined the most highly controversial current issues facing humanity today, such as the moral, ethical, scientific, and religious implications related to the genetic modification of food and animals, as well as human cloning and stem cell research. These issues are still being hotly debated, as they were when Dr. Haimoff produced them. In fact, Dr. Haimoff's program on human cloning was also the subject of another UPN news segment.
Because people haven't paid any attention to this sort of thing, is already happening, and we're becoming reactive.
It is the goal of Dr. Haimoff to provide science segments that relieve anxiety, to educate as they entertain, and stimulate rather than intimidate. Dr. Haimoff is a perfect conduit connecting the cutting edge of science and medical technology with the general viewing public. Dr. Elliott Haimoff, an icon for science TV education, science TV entertainment, and science TV integrity.